Well, where would you rather be than right here, right now? For Week 4 of Friday Night Hits, that's Julia Morris. I'm Mark Whiteman.
Happy to be back on the desk with you, Mark.
Great,
excited for another week of football. Some area teams beginning all new region play tonight after realignment this summer, but defending champion Daniel wrapping up non-region play tonight against the Clinton Red Devils.
Chase Justice in Central with our Game of the Week.
Our Week 4 Game of the Week takes us out to Singleton Field, where the DW Daniel Lions are riding a 31-game winning streak, putting it on the line against the pride of Clinton, the Red Devils. And if you know Daniel, you know winning is the expectation, one they've met with state championships in 3 of the past 4 seasons. 2 minutes in, first drive of the night, the Lions march right down the field. Jason Bish caps off the drive with a 15-yard touchdown catch, putting Daniel ahead early, up 7-0. But the Red Devils wouldn't go down without a fight. 4th and 1 from the goal line and give it to the big bruiser, Kassan Copeland. Extra point, no good. Clinton pulls it to within 1. Very next Lions possession, second quarter now, leave it to the freshman wideout, Trey Wembley, hauling in the pretty pass from Gleason Clary, 50 yards downtown, giving the Lions a 14-6 lead. That would be your score at the half. Second half would be all Daniel, putting up a 20 spot in the third quarter alone, leading 37-6 with less than a minute left. Rhett Gilliam finds pay dirt for Clinton in the closing seconds as Daniel sticks to their winning ways. Final score 37-12.
I learned that we can be tough when asked to be. We knew that their ground control was going to be a problem coming into this game. Proud of my guys' resolve, the way they responded to the challenge that they had in front of them.
What a second half for this Lions team, now 3-1 heading into region play. They'll hit the road to face Seneca next week, while the Clinton Red Devils will head back to Lawrence County for a home matchup against Union. Reporting in Central, I'm Chase Justice, WYFF News 4 Sports.
Chase, thank you. An impressive performance by Daniel there, Mark. And speaking of impressive teams, only one game in the upstate tonight featured 2 undefeated teams, Gaffney visiting Boiling Springs.
Yeah, not much of a surprise to see Gaffney 3-0, of course, but the Bulldogs haven't started this hot since 2016 when they went on to reach the 5A title game. And what an opportunity for a statement tonight against Gaffney, and what a game this was. Gaffney leading 22-14 in the third, but Boiling Springs with the ball. Lincoln Husky throwing it up to his main man, Kyle Patterson. What a grab. One-handed basket catch, pulls it in. Boiling Springs goes for 2, and they are gonna get it. Bulldogs would force overtime with the ball. Lincoln Husky took the pitch. He fumbles. That was Javen Shim fumbling it. Gaffney recovers. So here we are in overtime, and Gaffney into the end zone. Jamarcus Smith powering through tacklers and gives Gaffney a 28-22 overtime win. That's unbelievable. Congratulations to Gaffney. What a win over Boiling Springs. Banner night at Christ Church. The Cavs honoring their state title winning basketball and golf teams, with the champion football team still searching for win number 1 against Chapman. Down 7-6 in the second half. Tucker Hendricks picked up by Alias Hill, who is flagged for an unsportsmanlike. So the Panthers are backed up. Judd Wyndham forces the fumble. The Cavaliers fall on it. Heads up play, and on 4th and goal from the 1 for Christ Church, AC Hatfield gets on in. The only points of the second half, the Cavaliers rally for a 14-7 win over Chapman. New region mates, Hannah and Greenwood opening league play. The Jackets holding on to a 14-7 lead in the third. What a finish this was. Brandon Cunningham rolling, throws it up to Dalen Williams. Williams has blockers, and 28 to the timeshare for 6. Hannah goes up 21-7, but the home Eagles, they're going to rally, trailing 21-18 with 3 minutes to go. Tristan Lewis, look at this, going down the field, Landon Steele behind the defense. Greenwood comes back from down 2 touchdowns, and they stun Teal Hannah 25-21. That was unbelievable. Riverside's explosive offense has the Warriors off to their first 3-0 start in 3 years.
Yeah, Mark, they're averaging just around 40 points a game, welcoming visiting Dorman tonight. And this was really cool. Found this out before the game. Dorman head coach Jake Morris and Riverside head coach Matt Rochester, former teammates at North Greenville. Riverside's defense sharp early. Zach Martin making a play, knocks the ball loose there, recovers the fumble. And that Warriors offense that's been so good this season, able to capitalize. Gideon Merheeb to Connor Sobleski, touchdown. Riverside, they're up 6, but Dorman's offense going to work too. McCorian Anderson for the Cavaliers, keeping it himself, takes it in for Dorman's first touchdown, and Dorman wins it 24-13. To the chopper now, Palmetto and BHP looking to bounce back after losses in their last games. First quarter, BHP up 3-0. Not anymore. Cooper Robinson, hello.
Oh my goodness.
What about that dive? Yeah, stretching into the end zone. Palmetto's up 7-3, but it's all BHP the rest of the way. Noah Thomas airing out a beauty to Tajay Watson-Martin. Bears win big 37-14. Travelers Rest hosting Seneca. The Bobcats, one of the few undefeated teams still left in our area. Devil Dogs coming out with some fire. How about Peyton Burns keeping it himself? Rumbles into the end zone. That's a 10-yard touchdown. TR's up 6. But the Devil Dogs lead doesn't last long. Gavin Thomas saying, I can do that too. He responds quickly, takes it in for Seneca. Bobcats roll from there. One of their best plays right here, Amari Verner, 55-yard touchdown. Bobcats beat the Devil Dogs 63-12. And Mark, with South Carolina commit Cutter Woods at the helm, Westside has been rolling to begin their title defense.
Yeah, the Rams are an absolute load to deal with. Their first 3 wins by an average of 27 points per game, going for a 4-0 start tonight. An out-of-state matchup welcoming Prince Avenue Christian from Athens, Georgia. Rams getting the ball first, going right to work. Cutter Woods, Shamaris Bomar. Uno makes a couple guys miss. Yeah, real good player. Nice gain there later in the drive. It's going to be that same duo, and it's twice as nice this time. Woods to Bomar, this time into the end zone, and in a back-and-forth battle, the Rams outlast the Wolverines 49-41. Eastside, welcome to 5A. The Eagles visiting Spartanburg. The first meeting between these teams since 1979. The Vikings backed up 3rd and long. Trey Burke, that ain't no big thing to him, finds Justin Rice. Nice gain and the first down. And on the very next play, they're handing it off to Trenton Lynch. And Lynch hitting the Jets. See ya, 32-yard touchdown. Spartanburg on the board first at the start of a very nice night for the Vikings as they roll over Eastside 49-6.
Well, we've reached halftime on Friday Night Hits.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick timeout with plenty more in the way of highlights and scores on the other side of the break. But first, it is mic'd up with Hillcrest head coach Bennett Swiger.
Quick return. Let's go, babe. Let's go, babe. Tempo! Tempo! The first thing you do when you look shot, you got to collect it, right? What you did. Energy! Energy! Timeout, Mr. Referee. Timeout, Mr. Referee. How do I have kickoff return to have 9 people out there? That is unacceptable. Hey, get that thing out, boy. You only got 5 of these at the house, boys.